Hi there, my name is Dr. K, and this is Public Relations, COM365. This is an async class, which means that there are no live lectures in this class. I will be posting videos just like this one right here, and you would be watching them, and then there would be assignments that you would complete and submit online. If you have questions, you can always email me. If you need to meet with me, we can easily meet on Zoom. My office hours are on Friday online in the morning by appointment. In this little video, I'd like to go over the syllabus and the schedule that has been posted already. Hopefully, if I go over it, it might make it a little bit easier to understand. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And let's quickly look at the syllabus. I'm not going to read everything here, but I expect you to. I just want to go over some very basic things. My name is Dr. Komal Kapoor. I have a master's and PhD in communication. I've been teaching for many years, but I also have many years of experience in the field in New York. I go by Dr. K or Dr. Kapoor. My email address is right there if you need to reach me. So this course basically examines the history, role, and functions of public relations in different contexts, in an agency setting as well as in corporations. This is a great course for you to figure out if public relations is for you, whether you enjoy it, whether it's something that you'd like to explore further in an internship or in a job. And I'm hoping that by the end of this class, you're able to really understand what public relations is, what is this practice, what is this profession, what are the ethical and social responsibilities, what do all these different public relations people do, if there are specialties, what are those specialties, what is internal communication, what is external communication. We'll be working on a lot of written as well as visual tactics that are such an integral part of public relations. And then we'll also talk about global public relations and opportunities in the field. So what I'd like to do is just quickly go over some of these things that you see on the syllabus. Like I said, this is an async class. It is extremely fast-paced. There's something that you would need to submit every week, and it does take time to put those together. So you'd have to really work on it to get a good grade. But if you do work on it, that hard work is going to show. And I'm not a hard grader, but I would be disappointed if things are not submitted on assigned dates. And so I'm looking for you to keep up with the class. Lots of little assignments, as well as a final exam is what you should expect in this class. All the assignments are individual. There are no group assignments here. In terms of late work, deadlines are a norm in public relations and in any media work. And so if you don't keep up, I'm not going to accept any late work. Also keep in mind that we have 40 people in this class, and it gets a little bit crazy if I have to keep up, and send messages to each of you to remind you to complete your work. So I'm not going to do that. And I'm hoping that you just keep up with the deadlines that have been assigned to you. Reminders will definitely be sent. There are no extra credits, so please don't ask for it. There's a lot of work as it is. So just keep up with what you're expected to do. If there are any issues, any emergencies, any documentation you can provide for those emergencies will be helpful, and I'm happy to make accommodations when you're just going through a hard time. Okay, there are no textbooks in this class, but I will be posting a lot of readings on Canvas, and you should read those and also watch the videos, before jumping on to the next assignment for the next week. Okay. Email is the way you will probably get most of my communication, because every time I send something through Canvas, you would get an alert. And if you don't, please go ahead and check with your tech teams, because that's exactly what I would be doing. Most of the information that I'd be sending out would be through Canvas, and it goes to everybody for the most part. Okay, moving on to plagiarism. I'm kind of strict about it, to be honest with you. I don't appreciate anyone cheating. I don't appreciate people, copying from each other's work. I don't appreciate any kind of dishonesty. So, in the past, um, we've really, taken this seriously, and as a university, we take it seriously as well. So please do not copy paste from some other, work and claim it as yours. I think the best way to do it is to say, I got this information from, so and so, and that's okay. That's okay to do. So I would strongly recommend that, you do not plagiarize, that you try to be a little bit more creative, because it's going to help you in this field. Again, there's a lot of reading here to do on the syllabus. Please read it. And the last thing I'd want, is for us to take a formal disciplinary action against somebody who cheats. So do not plagiarize. I'm very committed to set up each of you for success. So if you need any accommodations or any help of any kind, I would really appreciate if you get in touch with me early on, so I understand and I'm able to help you. I would like to quickly address AI and AI tools. I know that it's very easy to go to ChatGPT and pull up, ways to just, have a complete paper ready to go. But I'm pretty comfortable using that software myself, and I can tell if something is written in a creative fashion, or if something is just chat GPT away, right? I know the words, I know, I can tell. So I would say don't use it. I will consider that as plagiarism. I would consider that as, a violation of academic integrity. So please, as much as you are tempted, do not use it. I mean, the whole point is to learn this craft, this way of writing. Public relations is a skill that you would learn. So if you just want to go to ChatGPT and ChatGPT your way through all the papers, then why are you in this class? You're not going to learn anything. So the better way to do it is to learn all the skills, be creative, learn it, so that if you ever have to use ChatGPT, you would know how to use it well. So that's kind of the way I would look at it. Okay. I am, I believe in inclusion. I believe in equality. I believe in open dialogue. So, I'm committed to diversity, as is this department, as is this university. So I would welcome to, that atmosphere of learning, of respect. And I would like to see that in the work that you submit as well. Okay, let's move on to some other things. Of course, you should be able to use a PowerPoint, a Microsoft Word kind of processing program. Please make sure you have access to the libraries of Cal State Dominguez. And if you have some real creative, like graphic skills, Photoshop, InDesign, Canva, all of that's going to be really helpful in this class. Okay, let's talk about assessment procedures. You know, if you read articles, if you watch my videos, if you take the time to, write assignments and work on assignments, you will do well in this class because it will show. Take notes when you watch the videos, because then you can always go back to those notes for the final exam, because the final exam will be an open book exam. Okay, so why don't I now quickly go over the assignments that are expected to be completed in this class. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections, and you can see that the biggest proposal assignment is 80 points, right? And then and the numbers, sort of the points go down from there on. So there's a big campaign proposal, which you will, eventually hear from, but we'll start it somewhere around spring break, just before spring break. There is a final exam, which is on the last day of the semester. And it would be the last week, so you'd be able to complete it during that week. There will be lots of activities. You would be expected to read or either watch videos or read, and then complete those activities. There is a current events essay, which is probably the first thing we will be doing in this class. And then you have a YouTube video analysis and a LinkedIn profile that you'd need to submit. And, your points are right there. I'm pretty organized in the way, I'm planning out this schedule that you see now. I would say, to be quite honest with you, some things change depending on how people are doing. But for the most part, this is what you would expect to do through the year. So today we're just doing this syllabus review, and I will also review some of the other assignments, this week. And then we will get into the introduction to public relations, which is the first lecture of the semester. And then as we continue on, you could see week of February 5, 12, 19, 26, and you're starting to see that there are different topics that have been assigned. So I'll be creating videos on each of those topics, and you must watch them, or I might give you readings that you might want to look over to be prepared for that particular area, right? And then we move on. Keep in mind that when you take notes on all of these videos that you see, those are the kinds of things that, you may be asked in your final exam. So notes on each of those things are important for you to take. Okay, February 19th, you have your first project due, which is the current event report. And as you see, some of that stuff has been marked in red. And then some of things, as you keep going on, have been marked in blue. Some of them are assignments that, you would have to do. Some of them are slightly more time consuming, or just a little bit different in terms of their nature. And so you're seeing just different colors, but it's basically all assignments. The blues and the reds are assignments. Okay. Okay, we're continuing on. You've got the first week of April is spring break, so obviously nothing is due then. But I will be talking about the PR proposal assignment on the week of March 25th, which is the biggest project and is going to require a lot more time. And then you're going to have shorter deliverables due as part of that larger PR project on week of April 22nd, and then even week of April 29th, and then on May 6th, all of it is due. And then the last week, which is the week of May 13th, would be your final exam. So that's kind of like the overall look and feel of what the schedule looks like. If anything changes in the schedule, I will be notifying you. I'll also make a change online on this document that you will find on Canvas. So hopefully, you've have a basic understanding of what this particular class is about and what is due and the pace of the class. And so please take the time, one more time, to take take a closer look at this particular syllabus and take a closer look at the schedule, and just read the fine print. If you want, print out the schedule so you know what to expect when. So that's that, and excited to get this class started. Welcome.